Have you ever felt the days slipping by, leaving you questioning if you're truly nurturing your body and preserving your vitality? In this video, we explore the hidden keys to aging with grace while sustaining the energy and strength that define a vibrant life. Join us as we uncover practical strategies and life-changing insights designed to help you thrive in your later years. From physical wellness to emotional resilience and sexual health, we'll guide you toward making informed choices that elevate every aspect of your well-being. Stick with us until the end. You'll gain the tools to embrace a future full of vitality, joy, and fulfillment. If you're new here, we invite you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, ensuring you never miss a video packed with actionable advice and inspiration. Your engagement fuels our mission to bring valuable lessons to as many people as possible. If this video resonates with you, show your support by liking and sharing it. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment with one if you enjoyed this topic, or share your suggestions on how we can serve you better. Now, let's dive into a journey of transformation and empowerment. Have you ever stopped to consider how your smallest daily choices shape the most intricate processes within your body? Even something as vital and personal as the production of seminal fluid can be influenced by what you eat, how you move, and the rest you take. It's remarkable how these subtle connections weave through our lives, often unnoticed but undeniably impactful. Our bodies communicate in whispers, using delicate signals to tell us when something isn't right. These signals are easy to miss. They come gradually, almost imperceptibly, blending into the background of daily life. By the time they capture our attention, the changes may have already solidified, leaving us to wonder how we got here. The choices we make, what we consume, how we care for ourselves, are not small. They are the building blocks of health, influencing our energy, vitality, and resilience. Yet, we often treat them as secondary, believing that our bodies will always adapt, always compensate. Over time, this assumption reveals its cost. The danger lies in the quiet nature of these shifts. They don't arrive with fanfare or urgency. Instead, they creep in day by day until one morning the effects are impossible to ignore. Energy wanes. Motivation dips. What once felt effortless begins to require effort. These moments are the culmination of years of unnoticed neglect. Our friend, Mary, was a vibrant woman with an unshakable drive. At 42, she was a successful entrepreneur, a devoted mother, and the go-to friend for anyone who needed advice. She thrived on her ability to juggle a million things at once. But amidst her busy life, Mary ignored the quiet messages her body was sending her. It began subtly. Mary noticed she was feeling more tired than usual, even after a full night's sleep. Her energy, once boundless, seemed to drain by mid-afternoon. "It's just the price of being busy," she told herself. She powered through, relying on caffeine to keep her going and telling herself she'd rest someday. Then came the headaches, minor at first but increasingly frequent. She blamed them on stress. When her skin began to lose its glow, and her hair seemed duller than before, she dismissed it as aging. Even when her digestion started acting up and she felt bloated after meals, she brushed it off. "It's nothing," she thought. "Everyone deals with this." One evening, after a long day at work and an even longer night helping her kids with their homework, Mary collapsed on the couch, utterly exhausted. As she stared at the ceiling, a troubling thought crossed her mind. Why do I feel so empty when I'm doing everything I'm supposed to? A few weeks later, she visited her doctor for what she thought would be a routine checkup. But her blood tests told a different story. Mary was deficient in several essential nutrients, her cortisol levels were through the roof, and her body was showing early signs of chronic inflammation. "Mary," her doctor said gently, "your body is overworked. It's been trying to tell you, but you haven't been listening." Mary felt a wave of guilt and confusion. She had always prided herself on being strong and capable. How could she have let this happen? The answer, she realized, was that it hadn't happened all at once. It was the result of years of ignoring small signals, brushing off fatigue, and pushing through discomfort without pause. Determined to turn things around, Mary made changes. She started preparing wholesome meals instead of relying on quick fixes. She carved out time for morning yoga and committed to shutting her laptop an hour earlier each night. Most importantly, she started listening to her body. When she felt tired, she rested. When she felt tense, she breathed deeply and stretched. Over time, Mary began to feel like herself again. Her energy returned, her mind felt sharper, and her mood lifted. "I didn't realize how much I was neglecting myself," she later said. "But now I understand. Your body will always tell you what it needs if you take the time to listen." Mary's story is a reminder to us all. Life can be demanding, but ignoring our body's quiet cries for attention only leads to louder consequences. Like Mary, we have the power to change course. All it takes is the willingness to pause, pay attention, and act before it's too late. Still, our bodies remain faithful messengers. They provide warnings, subtle and consistent, urging us to pay attention. A moment of exhaustion, a slight decline in performance, a restless night. These signs are easy to dismiss, chalked up to stress, busyness, or age. But behind them lies an invitation to act. Ignoring these signals can have lasting consequences. The longer we wait, the more difficult it becomes to reverse the effects. Yet, the beauty of our bodies lies in their capacity to heal. With care and commitment, even small adjustments can spark profound improvements. The key is to listen, to truly tune in before it's too late. Time, ever relentless, does not wait. It slips through our fingers, quietly taking what we fail to protect. Yet, it also offers us countless opportunities to start anew. Each decision, each moment of attention to our well-being becomes a chance to reclaim what matters most: our vitality, our strength, our essence. So we ask you to pause and reflect. Are you attuned to the language of your body? Are you listening to its gentle prompts, or are you letting them fade into the noise of daily life? The power to change lies in awareness, in recognizing the connection between your choices and your well-being. Your journey to better health begins now with the first step of truly listening. Aging is not just a process, it's a story we write over time. Like a masterpiece, it unfolds through deliberate strokes, shaped by care, patience, and wisdom. For years, many of us believed aging gracefully was a matter of luck, gifted only to those with ideal genes. But that comforting belief isn't the truth. The truth is that aging well is a conscious choice. It's a commitment made through small, intentional actions repeated daily. It's about what we consume, how we move, and the rest we allow ourselves to take. These choices shape how we experience life, not just as years pile up but as moments of vitality stretch before us. To age well is to show reverence for the extraordinary body we inhabit. This body is not just a vessel but a resilient companion that carries us through victories and trials. It deserves care, gratitude, and respect, not neglect. Yet, how often do we take it for granted? We push through exhaustion, chase relentless goals, and assume there's always time to heal later. But the body has its limits. One day, without warning, the energy we relied on begins to wane. The bounce in our step softens. The vitality we thought was endless becomes a distant memory. This realization doesn't have to feel like a loss. It can be an awakening, a reminder that it's never too late to start paying attention. Right now, we have the chance to change the course of our lives. We can begin by listening, really listening, to the signals our bodies send. The stiffness in the morning, the fatigue that lingers, the aches that weren't there before. These are not just inconveniences, they're messages. Are we heeding them, or are we brushing them aside? Choosing to age well means deciding to act with intention. It's about fueling ourselves with nourishing foods that strengthen rather than deplete. It's about embracing movement, not as punishment but as a celebration of what our bodies can do. And it's about prioritizing rest, giving ourselves the recovery we so often deny. This isn't just about survival. It's about thriving. It's about living fully in every stage of life with energy, purpose, and clarity. Time will inevitably leave its marks on us, but how we respond is entirely within our control. So ask yourself, how are you treating the gift of your body? Are you honoring it? Are you showing gratitude for all that it does to support you? Aging may be unavoidable, but how we age is a decision we make every day. We can let time erode our vitality, or we can use it to build strength, grace, and resilience. We can choose to nurture ourselves, to respect the life we have, and to prepare for a future filled with vibrancy and joy. The power to age well is in your hands. Embrace it. Take care of your body. Celebrate its capacity. When you do, you'll find the years ahead hold more possibility than you ever imagined. Make this choice, not tomorrow but today, and begin shaping a life that's not just long but rich, meaningful, and truly yours. Youth is a dazzling illusion. It wraps us in a comforting lie, whispering that our strength, energy, and vitality are infinite. We move through our younger years with an almost arrogant certainty, believing that time will bend to our will, that the vigor coursing through us will never falter, that the power we feel now will always be ours. But time is relentless, unyielding in its quiet revelations. It doesn't shout its truth, it unfolds it gradually, subtly. And one day, we realize that the body we once took for granted is not as invincible as we imagined. It's a living entity, more fragile and intricate than we dared to admit. A masterpiece, yes, but one that demands care, attention, and respect. Think of a garden, vibrant, lush, and brimming with life. Neglect it and its brilliance fades. The soil loses its richness. The flowers wilt. The vibrant green softens to dull brown. Our bodies mirror this fragility. They thrive when nurtured, but they falter when ignored. Yet, so many of us fail to see this connection until it's almost too late. Start small with whispers of change. A little less energy, a fatigue that lingers longer than expected. Then come deeper shifts, those quiet signs that we might not notice at first. The spark that once defined our vitality dims slightly, and the body begins to feel different, slower, less vibrant. Even the most intimate parts of our being, the desires, the rhythms, the essence of who we are, start to shift in ways that feel foreign and unsettling. These changes are not random. They are warnings, gentle but insistent, that the body needs care. They are its way of speaking to us, of saying, pay attention. Yet so often we dismiss these signals. We tell ourselves it's just aging or a passing phase or stress. We ignore the truth staring back at us in the mirror. The body requires partnership, a kind of stewardship that we too often deny it. The tragedy lies not in the changes themselves but in our blindness to them. We treat our vitality as infinite, our energy as inexhaustible. We carry on, distracted by life's demands, until one day, we're forced to confront a stark reality. The body we depended on has changed. And we didn't see it coming. But this realization doesn't have to be the end. It can be the beginning. A call to action. A reminder that while youth may fade, the power to nurture and restore remains. Our bodies are extraordinary. They adapt, heal, and respond when we listen, when we care. The question is not whether time will change us. It will. The question is, will we recognize the signs in time to honor what our bodies need? Aging wisely is about more than accepting the inevitable changes of time. It's about partnering with those changes, working with your body, and caring for it in ways that sustain strength, health, and vitality. It's a journey of discovery, one where every choice we make shapes our tomorrow. This isn't just about reacting when things go wrong. It's about paying attention before your body demands it. So ask yourself, what are you doing right now to ensure your body not only functions but thrives? How are you nurturing it so that it feels alive, vibrant, and resilient as the years go by? Too often we assume we're doing enough. We've all been there, eating whatever's convenient, skimping on sleep, and moving only when absolutely necessary. We assume our bodies will adapt, will keep going no matter the strain. But the truth? The body needs more than we often give it. It craves nourishment, movement, and rest in ways that ripple through every layer of our being. This isn't just about appearances, your skin, your hair, or a number on a scale. It's about what happens deep within. The food we consume, the water we drink, the energy we expend, these choices echo through our hormones, our energy levels, our mental clarity, and the inner vitality that sustains us. Our bodies are intricate systems, endlessly interconnected. Every action matters. Every habit, good or bad, leaves its mark. What you put into your body and how you treat it shape not only how you look but also how you feel, how you move, and how you age. Aging gracefully isn't something to postpone until it feels urgent. It's a quiet, ongoing effort, a series of small, intentional steps taken today that will define how you feel tomorrow. The rewards may not always be visible, but they are immeasurable. The good news? It's never too late to begin. Every small, thoughtful choice builds a foundation for the future. The way you eat, hydrate, rest, and move today will reflect in your energy, vitality, and well-being in the years ahead. This is not about fighting time, it's about honoring it. Caring for your body is about showing respect for the vessel that carries you through life. It's about loving it enough to nourish it with what it truly needs and to treat it with kindness and patience. You have the power to shape your future, to preserve your strength, energy, and essence as you age. And that power lies in the choices you make every day, simple, consistent acts of care that compound over time. So, we leave you with this. What are you doing today to ensure your body thrives tomorrow? Because the greatest gift you can give yourself is the promise of a future filled with vitality, wisdom, and strength. Aging is a remarkable journey, offering us the chance to challenge deeply rooted myths, especially those about sexuality. For too long, society has painted intimacy as the privilege of youth, leaving older individuals to feel invisible or unworthy of desire. This perspective is not just misleading, it's harmful. Sexuality doesn't fade with time, it transforms. It remains a profound and essential part of life, enriching our emotional, physical, and mental well-being. As we age, intimacy can take on new layers of meaning, offering comfort, connection, and shared joy that only years of experience can bring. Yet, many allow shame, fear, or societal judgment to silence this part of themselves. Cultural narratives often perpetuate the idea that aging means giving up on passion or pleasure. These misconceptions discourage individuals from embracing their desires, leading to unnecessary isolation and self-doubt. But the truth is far more liberating. Intimacy is not bound by age. It evolves alongside us, offering opportunities to discover love and connection in fresh, meaningful ways. Physical closeness in later years isn't just about pleasure. It's about trust, understanding, and celebrating the shared journey of life. It's the language of affection and the bond that deepens through years of companionship. The body, of course, changes with age, and that's natural. But these changes don't diminish our capacity for joy. Instead, they encourage us to approach intimacy with openness and creativity. Freed from the unrealistic pressures of youth, we can focus on what truly matters: genuine connection and mutual satisfaction. Moreover, the benefits of a healthy sex life extend far beyond the bedroom. Intimacy has proven effects on mental and physical health. It releases hormones that elevate mood, reduce stress, and strengthen the immune system. It lowers blood pressure, improves cardiovascular health, and fosters a sense of vitality. Neglecting this natural part of life can lead to emotional and physical stagnation, while embracing it promotes overall wellness. Despite these truths, prejudice remains a significant barrier. Society's fixation on youth creates internalized doubts that older individuals are too old for intimacy. This narrative couldn't be further from reality. In fact, physical and emotional connection often grow richer with age, as the experiences and wisdom of a lifetime deepen the bond between partners. Each person's journey is unique, and there's no single definition of what a fulfilling sex life should look like in later years. It's personal, adaptable, and entirely your own. Whether it's quiet moments of affection, new explorations with a partner, or simply feeling confident in your body, intimacy is about what makes you feel alive and connected. Aging is not the end of desire but an opportunity to redefine it. It's a chance to embrace this stage of life with openness, courage, and celebration. Seek information, talk openly with your partner, and consult professionals when needed. These conversations pave the way for deeper understanding and shared satisfaction. Let's move beyond outdated ideas that limit our experiences. Life doesn't stop as the years go by, and neither does our capacity for pleasure, connection, and love. Intimacy is a lifelong gift, offering beauty and joy at every stage. Embrace this truth. Let go of the myths. Honor yourself, your desires, and your journey. Sexuality is not about age. It's about living fully, authentically, and unapologetically. Every stage of life deserves to be celebrated, and this chapter is no exception. We've come this far to share something that might be exactly what you need to hear right now. It's never too late to start fresh, to prioritize your well-being, or to discover hidden potential within yourself that you never imagined was there. No matter your age, 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond, there's time. Time to turn the page and rewrite your story. Time to reclaim your health, make intentional choices, and shape a future that's vibrant, strong, and fulfilling. Every choice from this moment on, whether today, tomorrow, or a month from now, holds the power to reshape your path ahead. For years, many of us have believed that after a certain point, the possibilities diminish. That there's a threshold we cross where improvement feels out of reach, and decline seems inevitable. But that belief? It's a myth. A story we've been told, and often tell ourselves, that limits what's possible. The truth is, our bodies are extraordinary. They adapt. They heal. They transform in ways that defy expectation. With care, attention, and nourishment, we can create changes far more profound than we often imagine. Maybe you've noticed subtle changes, energy levels dipping, shifts in mood, or even physical signs like changes in libido or other aspects of your body. These moments aren't signs of inevitability, they're signals, opportunities to listen, respond, and act. Let us tell you about our neighbor Paul. Paul's story is a remarkable testament to the idea that it's never too late to change, to grow, and to reclaim a life filled with purpose and vitality. Paul moved into the house next door nearly a decade ago. He was in his late 50s then, a retired mechanic with a quiet demeanor and a world weariness that seemed etched into his every movement. He rarely ventured beyond his yard except for trips to the grocery store or the occasional visit with his adult children. His days followed a predictable routine, mornings spent sipping coffee on his porch, afternoons tinkering in his garage, evenings watching television. He was polite, always ready with a friendly wave, but conversations with him rarely lasted long. Beneath his genial exterior, there was a hint of resignation, as if he'd accepted that his best years were behind him. It wasn't until one chilly autumn evening that we got to know more about Paul. He joined us around a backyard fire pit, reluctantly accepting our invitation. With a beer in hand and the warmth of the fire loosening his reserve, Paul began to open up. "I used to have big plans," he said, staring into the flames. "Thought I'd travel, pick up hobbies, maybe even write a book. But, life gets in the way. You work, raise a family, and before you know it, you're too old for all that." His words were heavy, but there was something in his tone, a faint flicker of yearning. Months passed and winter settled in. Paul retreated indoors and we saw less of him. Then, one unseasonably warm afternoon in March, something unexpected happened. Paul showed up at our door, a flyer in hand. "There's a woodworking class starting at the community center," he said almost bashfully. "I thought maybe I'd give it a try. You think it's crazy for an old guy like me?" Of course we encouraged him. That small decision marked the beginning of a profound transformation. Paul attended the class, hesitant at first but quickly discovering a passion he hadn't felt in years. What began as a simple hobby evolved into a deep love for creating. Intricate furniture, decorative carvings, even a birdhouse that now hangs proudly in his yard. But woodworking was just the start. With each project he completed, Paul's confidence grew. He began talking about other dreams he'd shelved long ago. One day he mentioned wanting to learn how to play the guitar. "Always thought I'd be too clumsy for it," he said with a chuckle. But a week later he came home with a second-hand guitar and a beginner's guide. We'd often hear the faint strumming through his open window, a mix of hesitant notes and occasional bursts of melody. Over time, those clumsy chords turned into recognizable tunes. At a neighborhood barbecue, Paul surprised us all by playing a few songs, his face alight with pride and joy. Paul's journey didn't stop there. Inspired by his newfound energy, he decided to tackle something he'd always considered impossible: getting back in shape. He started walking just a few blocks at first, then a mile, then two. Eventually those walks turned into jogs. At 63, Paul ran his first 10K, crossing the finish line to the cheers of his family and friends. The most extraordinary change, however, was in Paul's spirit. The man who once seemed burdened by life's weight now carried himself with a lightness that was contagious. He laughed more, talked more, and became the heart of our little neighborhood. Paul's story is a reminder that life doesn't have an expiration date on growth or change. He rediscovered his passions, embraced new challenges, and created a life richer and fuller than he'd ever imagined. So, if you ever think it's too late to begin again, think of Paul. His journey shows that every step, no matter how small, has the power to transform not just your days but your entire life. There's always time to start over, and the best time to begin is right now. We've experienced this transformation ourselves and want you to see it too. There's still time. There's always time to make choices that truly matter, choices that empower you to live more fully. From Paul's story, there are several powerful daily lessons we can apply to our own lives. Here are some simple yet impactful pieces of advice based on his journey. 1. Start small, start now. Paul didn't overhaul his life all at once. He began with one simple decision: to try something new. Whether it's a hobby, a fitness goal, or a new skill, the key is to take that first step, no matter how small. Starting now, no matter how modest, can set you on a path to transformation. 2. Don't let age define you. Paul was in his 60s when he decided to pursue new passions like woodworking and playing the guitar. Age doesn't have to be a barrier to learning, growing, or exploring new things. Embrace the mindset that you can start fresh at any stage of life, and don't let age hold you back. 3. Embrace the joy of learning. Every new project or activity Paul picked up, from woodworking to guitar, was a chance to learn and grow. Find joy in the process of learning, not just the result. It's never too late to discover something new about yourself or the world around you. 4. Consistency is key. Paul's transformation didn't happen overnight. He was consistent with his efforts, whether it was attending the woodworking class or practicing the guitar. Small, consistent actions over time create big changes. Don't expect immediate results, but trust that persistence will pay off. 5. Challenge yourself. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Paul could have stayed in his old routine, but he chose to challenge himself with activities that were new and unfamiliar. Find opportunities to stretch your limits, whether it's a physical challenge, a creative endeavor, or something intellectual, and embrace the growth that comes with it. 6. Celebrate your progress. Paul didn't just focus on his goals, but also took time to celebrate his progress. Whether it was completing a woodworking project or running a 10K, he took pride in every achievement. Remember to celebrate the small victories along the way, as they are what build momentum. 7. Stay open to new opportunities. Sometimes, transformation comes when you least expect it. Paul's decision to join a woodworking class started as a simple curiosity but evolved into something far bigger. Stay open to new opportunities, even if they don't fit into your original plan. Life has a way of surprising us with unexpected possibilities. Connect with others. Along the way, Paul found new friendships and connections through his hobbies. He didn't isolate himself, but engaged with others who shared similar passions. Surround yourself with supportive people who inspire and challenge you, and don't be afraid to share your journey with them. 9. Take care of your body. Paul's physical transformation through walking, running, and staying active is a reminder that taking care of our bodies is essential to living fully. Make time for regular movement, whether it's a walk, a stretch, or more intense exercise. A healthy body fuels a healthy mind and spirit. 10. Never stop dreaming. Paul's story shows that dreams don't expire, they evolve. Just because you've put a dream on hold doesn't mean it's lost. Whether it's traveling, learning an instrument, or achieving something you've always wanted, don't let go of your dreams. Every day is an opportunity to get closer to them. By adopting these daily practices from Paul's journey, we can all lead more vibrant, fulfilling lives, regardless of age or circumstance. The key is to take action now, no matter how small, and to believe in the power of transformation. If this message resonates with you, let us know. Drop a 1 in the comments below and join us in this journey of change. Because it's never too late to take the first step, and the best time to start is now. Time moves forward relentlessly. Each tick of the clock, each passing day signals a new phase. But these signs are not of decline or the end. They mark the start of something transformative. With the wisdom you've earned over the years, this is your moment to reset, refresh, and revitalize. The potential to transform is yours to claim. We've experienced this firsthand. It wasn't easy at first, change never is. But the results have been worth every step. We felt a surge of energy, a newfound lightness in our spirit, and a vitality we had long forgotten. The transformation has been profound. It's a vitality that's not just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual. Our lives are richer now. We've made conscious decisions to prioritize our well-being, to listen more closely to our bodies, and to nurture our minds. This intentional shift has brought us back to life in ways we never imagined possible. And here's the exciting part: you can do this too. The journey of self-care, self-awareness, and growth is not reserved for a chosen few. It's for anyone who is willing to take that first step. You have the power to tap into the incredible vitality that's always been within you. It's waiting. It's possible. And it's within your reach. Are you ready to take that step? To begin this journey toward a better, stronger version of yourself? If you are, we promise you, the rewards are beyond anything you've envisioned. The future holds endless possibilities for you, and the decisions you make today will shape the years ahead. The life you dream of is not out of reach. It starts right now, right in this moment. Imagine waking up tomorrow with more energy, a clear sense of control over your body and your future. Picture the ripple effect this transformation will have, not just on your life but on the lives of those around you. It's empowering to realize that you have this power within you. You have the ability to shape your future. You are the author of your own story. If you've stayed with us this far, you're already on the path. Taking that first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most crucial. With each step forward, you'll gain strength, confidence, and a deeper connection to your body, your mind, and your purpose. This journey will be full of growth, learning, and progress. There will be challenges, of course. Change is rarely a straight line. But every challenge presents an opportunity to grow, to evolve, to become who you are meant to be. And the beauty of this process is that the results are always worth it. You have the power to embrace vitality, to age with grace, to become the best version of yourself. The life you've always wanted is waiting for you to step into it. So let's ask one final question. What will you do with this newfound understanding? What will you do now that you know it's never too late to change? The time is now. The future is yours. It's up to you to decide what comes next. Together, let's move forward into this new chapter. Let's embrace the opportunities that await and create a life full of vitality, strength, and purpose. As we reach the end of this message, we hope something here has resonated with you. Perhaps a new perspective or the spark to take action. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What step are you ready to take today? What change are you eager to make in your life? Please share your reflections in the comments. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe for more content like this. Together, let's keep growing, evolving, and transforming. Thank you for joining us on this journey.